What's new and exciting, guys? Welcome back to Nick.tv. Today, I'm playing City Skylines. That's right, I'm finally doing the gameplay video you guys all asked for, over on Twitter, that is, anyways. Yeah, I ran a poll for a week or so and asked a bunch of people what they wanted to see most. City Skylines gameplay came up as number one, so here we are. Hope you guys enjoy it. So yeah, I originally wanted to do gameplay videos when I started my YouTube channel. That was well over a year ago. And here we are today, it's 2019, finally doing it. And I'm pretty excited to be playing City Skylines because I do have a long history of playing city builder games. I started playing SimCity 2000 over 20 years ago. It makes me feel old every time I say that. But yeah, I started playing SimCity 2000 on the original PlayStation, and boy did I ever play that game. I probably spent over 2,000 hours playing that game. After playing SimCity 2000, I did move on to SimCity 3000. I didn't play that game as much, maybe only spending a few hundred hours in it, which is tiny compared to the amount of time I spent in SimCity 2000. I kind of skipped over SimCity 4. I think I built maybe two full-size cities that took up, all the available building space. I did play SimCity 2013, and maybe we just shouldn't talk about that. But I mean, to be honest, it was a pretty good game. But let's face it, City Skylines is what SimCity 2013 should have been. And I don't think EA is ever going to. I don't think they're ever going to recover SimCity after that flop of a game. Yeah. Anyways, a little bit about this city that I'm working on right now. As you can see, I'm already working on a city that's in progress. I have been building this city for on and off a few hours here and there for the last couple of months. I wanted to originally start a city from scratch, but I wasn't sure, I wasn't super comfortable with starting a city from scratch with all these new mods and assets that I've got. So I worked on this city for a bit. It's called, as you guys can see down at the bottom there, it's called Pembrowler. It's kind of a weird name. I couldn't really think of anything. Anyways, yeah, this is a map that is part of the Park Life DLC called Two Rivers? Pine Rivers? Oh, it's Pine Rivers. And I am using quite a few different mods and assets, including, but not limited to, the 81 tiles, unlimited money, obviously move it, and prop and road tool, anarchy, and all that fun stuff. Maybe in the next series or the next time I build a city, I will start without unlimited money, but I really wanted to see what I was capable of doing in this game. It's been a few years since I really played it hardcore. I have built a few kind of big cities, but I found I was always failing and always something, when I was doing it with the money, I just could never build a profitable city. So I guess that's where I'm at today with building this city, is that I'm really just trying to build a city that looks good, that functions well, that runs a profit. I mean, I guess that profit thing down at the bottom really is an indicator of how well I'm doing, but in any case, I digress. I am playing City Skylines fully up to date with all the DLC that has been released for the game. I'll leave a link to my mods and assets list in the description below, available on the Steam Workshop. I am running this on Windows, Steam. And yeah, as you can see here, what I'm doing in the city in this in my little speed play here is I'm kind of working on traffic. Got rid of all my bus lines. I bulldozed half of my tram lines. And I'm basically just starting fresh because they were causing serious traffic nightmares. Like this city, it's a growing city. It's not that big yet, but with 30,000 plus people in my city, getting them around, I think is a big priority. And having to sit in traffic all the time, that just sucks. So I decided to build sort of this little transit hub where all the trams come together, and a couple of bus lines intersect here, but the bus lines sort of intersect in the downtown area, which I'll get to showing you guys a little bit later. So the way I kind of had it work is that I've got one tram network for my newer neighborhood. I got a tram network for one of my older neighborhoods, and this tram hub, tram and transit hub, is sort of in the middle of the, I guess we'd call it, I don't know, old town, sort of where the city began. It's sort of like a downtown-ish area, but I foresee new downtowns in the future. So this, yeah, old town. We'll just stick with that. I'm not a huge, like super detailed kind of builder, but I do like to add some detail and complexity to my city so it does look real and feel real. Maybe in the future I might get into some more extreme detailing, but for now I'm kind of happy the way I do things now. Like I say, it just adds a bit of life to it. And well, anyways, I think that's about gonna do it here for my speed play. I do kind of want to just get into showing you guys this city and showing you guys what I've been up to, and maybe starting to build something new. Alright guys, and here we are into some live gameplay. And that's what my transit hub looks like now that it's completed. I've got a few, I think maybe just one, no, there's probably 2 bus routes. I think there's 2 bus stops here that come and drop people off here at the tram station, and sort of the central area for all the trams in the city, which there are only a couple of tram lines right now. One that goes around this neighborhood here. I got one that goes around right up this main street and all the way to the end over here by this bridge. This is sort of a newer neighborhood here. And looks like I got a fire over here. There should be a fire department nearby to deal with that. Yep, right around the corner. Yeah, so each one of these little neighborhoods has like a bus line. There's a bus line that circles this one and then meets up with where the tram lines are. That's a newer neighborhood over there. Whoa. Up here I've got my sort of my old downtown neighborhood. This is where my city began, and a little bit of traffic problems here, but it kind of ebbs and flows throughout the day. I will probably do some more traffic management here, but I've done tons, to be honest with you. I've rebuilt this intersection 3 or 4 times. I finally settled on a diverging diamond intersection with the traffic management. I think what I'm going to do with this intersection here is just sync up more of these lights in a row so more traffic can get through at once. It is much better than it used to be. And I know it looks pretty bad right now, but it was worse. The traffic in my city isn't too terrible right now. 74%. It's actually improved quite a bit. I was around 68, 69 last time I was playing this. So for my downtown here, you can see I got a fancy little pedestrian overpass that goes over the highway and comes down through this neighborhood and down into my industry. So if people want to walk to work, that is an option. This industry, I've rebuilt this like, oh geez, probably 3 times now, just to get it to work and get the traffic to not be so nightmarish. This section here is kind of backed up a bit, but yeah, we'll rework that another time. This is sort of a newer section to it. I built this like Heights neighborhood, pretty much all residential. I've got some schools and fire departments here to keep everyone happy. There should be a clinic here somewhere. I don't remember where it is, but yeah, it's around here somewhere. But this whole big neighborhood on this hill here has a perimeter road. You might be able to see it there. It's a one-way perimeter road with a bus lane. And then I got a couple of one-ways that go through, but the traffic seems to be pretty good in this area. I tried to actually build this without having to rebuild it afterwards. We got some connections to the highway over here. This main road, this big road, it's kind of a continuation of, or sort of the same idea that I have as my other main road in the other part of the city over here. Who knows, maybe they'll join up someday, but oh yeah, that's right, they will. I'm gonna carry on that road and bring it straight down over to here eventually and sort of build out my city over here. Got some newer neighborhoods going on over here. There's a big residential demand, as you can see down here. Yeah, so I've tried to fill some of this in with residents. When I flattened this whole neighborhood over here, when I was redoing my tram lines and my bus lines, traffic was a nightmare here, so I tried to fix everything with the new transit options, with walking paths. You know, I don't think I have any bike lanes through this area right now, but that's something I would like to add in eventually. I've turned off crosswalks here at this major intersection and given people the option to go over the overpass here. It doesn't look like it's getting used much, but maybe people just aren't walking that way. I don't know. Or maybe it's not connected. I'm not sure. Oh. Anyways. Yeah. Let's go over to one of my newer neighborhoods. So when I actually built this, when I started this city, as I mentioned earlier, I'm using the 81 tiles mod. Oh wow, that's a big forest right in the middle of my highway. Yeah, how do I... Nope. Let's... Bulldozer. How can I pick what I want to delete? Just trees, yeah. If anybody knows why this happens, I'd really love to know. If you could drop a comment down below, that would be awesome, because I got really annoyed by building all my roads out and then having trees appear in the middle of them. It is definitely quite annoying. But yeah, anyway, so I built this perimeter road around the entire map. Here, I'll let you see it here. It kind of goes from that's where I started my city. It goes around up to this area. I got a new city going on here. It's like a suburb city. And then it comes back around over to here. I got a industrial district over here, which is sort of my utilities hub. Let's go over there right now, actually. So all my utilities for my city reside here. But yeah, so I've got like my recycling hub over here, sort of my power generation stuff, dirty industry stuff. I don't want it in the middle of the city, so I put it out here on the outskirts. Traffic's pretty dense around here. I didn't really plan ahead too far with this, but it's probably something I'll end up rebuilding in the future. So I've got yeah, there's a little commercial sort of like business-y area here for the workers in my industry. This side like a satellite industry, I guess, as in like a satellite city. 6 out of 6. That's weird. It says it needs more workers. Oh, this one. Oh wow, that one definitely needs a lot of workers. But that's why I'm building a new neighborhood to try and get people to commute to other places where we need workers. I've got a prison here right by the highway, so if someone breaks out of prison, they got a quick escape. I don't know if people escape from prison in this game, but yeah, that's going to go there until I decide to put it on one of these islands or something like that. So yeah, my highway goes over here, and it goes underneath all this water because I didn't really want to go around, because I knew there's going to be city in the middle here. So I sent the tunnels under the water, and they pop out sort of right in the middle here, and then they go back under and come out way over here on the other side, and that's my perimeter highway that gets to the main core of my city. And in this part of the city, I am experimenting with different forms of transportation. So I've got the monorail that sort of circles the entire, what will be the sort of the main core of this little city or town or whatever. But yeah, so I'm trying to focus mainly on residential for this little city here, just so we got like yeah, it's like suburbs, so people got, so all the businesses have workers. I've been trying to make sure that, you know, traffic stays down by adding in pathways and making nice little parks here in my residential neighborhoods. And the bus depots usually, or the bus lines usually connect up with other forms of transit. So here I've got the bus lines are pretty much all have a stop near the monorails. This area, I just built up this area and it looks like we've got some dead people. I need to put some death care in here. Looks like seems like I've got plenty of coverage. What do I do? Oh yeah, I've got this over here. Let's just move that. Move it. Oh. Yeah, let's just go back to point. Yay. Alright, so find a place for this in here somewhere. It's kind of big, hey? Right next to the Modern Arts Institute? Sure, why not? It doesn't seem to like that. I don't like when they put these graphic overlays here. Let's just like plop it down on one of these here, delete some of this stuff. Yeah, I like that idea. And that will go there. What the why doesn't that have a road connection? Let's just upgrade. No road access. So I guess move it doesn't always work the way I want it to, but let's just delete that. And oh, not empty. Alright, let's just get rid of those. D-zone that. I wonder why it doesn't want to be there. Need to be closer to the road? Okay, I'm just gonna forget about that for now, because that's pretty annoying. So I'd like all these people in this neighborhood, since they're gonna be like, it's gonna be like a feeder city for workers, I want them to all be educated. So I got the Modern Arts Institute, I got the high school, elementary school, library, all that fun stuff to make sure everyone stays nice and educated. And this is sort of like a little commercial area for all these people, and I wonder what that's about. Yeah, let's fix that. That's the one I'm looking for. Oh, let's do some anarchy and bring that over to there, and that is fixed. It's weird when anarchy does weird stuff like that. Let's monorail line. Lines overview. Monorail. No passengers yet. Let's speed this up and see what happens. They are now working. Okay, well that's cool. I guess it wasn't working before. But yeah, so with my keeping with the theme of, you know, accessibility to getting around, I've got a little pedestrian overpass bringing people from the residential neighborhood to the monorail. And yeah, so that's the start of my little satellite city there. I've got a little farmland over here, part of the Industries DLC. There was a lot of demand for this, so I kind of kept growing it out. I'm sure it's going to keep growing yet. I've got the space for it. This little neighborhood over here is, I sort of put this down early on in the game actually. I envisioned this to be like a future downtown hub sort of thing. Put some keys around here along the water and the perimeter road. Hopefully that'll be like a nice big downtown eventually, one of these days. And then I got my first park here. Let's see how it's doing. Ooh, look at that. Not bad. It's doing pretty good. But yeah, it's the first little park I did in this city with the park life stuff. Lots of visitors, quite popular. Got a little fence around the whole thing, some little food stands. I tried to put one of each of the little things that come with the city park options. A parking lot and stuff like that. A little burger stand or hot dog stand over here. I think it's doing good because I fixed the transit in this area. Put a monorail station over here, and the bus lines come by, and yeah. So I haven't really experimented with the subway system yet, or I think I had taxi stands earlier on before I demolished all my transit and restarted from scratch, but yeah, I haven't really addressed that either. What else do we have for public transit? Trains. Yeah, I don't really use the trains either. I know some people like to use the trains a lot, but I don't know, I never seem to get into it with these city building games using trains. Actually, that's a lie. Back when I played SimCity 2000, I built a whole city only with trains. So no roads whatsoever. Everybody had to get everywhere by train, and that was fun. That city didn't grow very much. Cable cars, that's neat. Tour buses. One of these days I'll get around to these things. What's this? Post service? Oh. Yeah. How is my postal service? I think I got a post office over here, but I should move it. Let's move it the non-move it way. If that makes any sense. Yeah, right there. I like that. That works. All right, well, let's get to like building out this section a bit. I want to add some residential neighborhoods here. I don't know if I want to go on the outside. Yeah, let's work over here. Kind of flat-ish, maybe. I don't know. I don't want people to get flooded in. I guess I could put some keys down. I don't know. I don't really. I use these keys sometimes, but I guess I don't know. I don't really. I don't know if I'm using them right or. Oh yeah, another thing I might have mentioned it earlier. I'm using the unlimited money. I think in a future city. Actually, I already started working on another city. Sort of off camera here. That I am using money, so I can kind of get a grasp of actually playing the game with money instead of this whole unlimited money thing, because like, yeah, I have no sense of how much money I'm spending or losing or yeah. Hopefully this keeps the water at bay, and yeah, I'm just gonna kind of leave that there. Oh, that looks alright, eh? I don't know. So should I put pathways on these? Like, what do you guys use with your keys? Like, I see some pretty cool stuff done with these keys, but yeah, I don't really. That's kind of what I use them for. Shorelines. And yeah, I kind of like to have my roads next to them instead of the houses. But, alright, what do these people need? There's a lot of traffic problems here. I need to solve this. Let's, yeah. I don't want people to cross that right now. Maybe give this main road the priority. Interesting. Are there lights there? Did I just turn off the lights? There we go. That should solve that problem a little bit. Let's see how this monorail's doing now that I added a line to it. 25 passengers. Not bad. Doing better anyways. Oh yeah, everybody that lives in this neighborhood has to go through a toll booth to go to or from work. And that's really annoying. Trees in the middle of everything. Okay then. That's kind of a weird topography to work with. What do I want to do here? Alright guys, I think that's just going to about do it for me for this video. If you guys have any comments or suggestions that you'd like to see in my city, don't hesitate to drop a comment down below. I'm going to be working on this city for some time to come, and hopefully I'll be making videos every single week on Pembrowler. And I'd really love to cover this entire map. It's a big map. There's lots of buildable space. Actually, I think this is tied for the most buildable, suitable building space on any map in the game. I didn't actually notice that when I was first creating my city, but yeah, it is. If you guys like my video, you got comments on the way I shoot my videos and stuff like that, yeah, like I say, don't hesitate to drop a comment. And I look forward to making some more videos in the future on Cities Skylines. You got any tips and tricks for me? Don't hesitate. If you like the video, smash that like button, hit subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and probably some more vlogs, some more Sunday drive videos. My channel's kind of all over the place. Yeah. Until next time, have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching.